Hey everybody, welcome to the Gootscast for the 20th of July. We are on the road to SummerSlam. We started this podcast on the road to WrestleMania. Now we're on the road to SummerSlam.
SummerSlam's in August, right?
Yeah, that's the next pay-per-view though.
It's about, what's been about 4 months? 4 months? 5 months?
April, May, June. Yeah, it's 4 months now.
Yeah, it's been about 4 months. I mean, the only thing I remember is that people saying it was supposed to get better during the summer, but I think it has not. I think some parts it's getting worse. Some parts, actually, where you and I live, it actually is getting better. New York, New Jersey, it is getting better.
We'll see if that stays.
I mean, but I think other places like Florida, where Raw took place, is not getting better.
Yeah.
So,
because they keep doing shit like you see Ric Flair driving around without a mask. His wife has COVID. I mean, this shit is insane.
We should mention that. Yes. So, New York Post did an article, where they show the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and they mentioned that he is a WWE superstar, WWE star, I should say. That he is driving around in public without a mask when he has confirmed that his wife definitely has COVID-19. That's according to his words, though. So he could be lying. He could be working everybody, technically.
I don't know. It's just the he wasn't on the show tonight, though, was he? He wasn't in the back, right?
No, he was not. He was not on the show. He was replaced with another old man, but he was not on the show.
That was Well, let's get into it. Raw. I'll tell you what. If you weren't happy with WWE last night, I don't think you'd be happy tonight. But we'll see what you think.
Yeah, I thought this was not a bad show. I actually had a lot of fun with the show. It starts off with Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy in the ring, and Seth Rollins coming off of taking out Rey Mysterio's eye last night at Extreme Rules. The crowd, which is full of NXT talent, start shouting "Shane, Shane" chants. At first, I thought they were saying Shane, but I was like, wait, why would they be saying Shane? It's Shane. They keep chanting Shane, and Seth Rollins is giving a very boring promo. I feel really bad because last night he gives such a great performance, and here he has these shitty promos that they're probably telling him to do, and he's doing it. Aleister Black comes out, and Aleister Black, he's like, I do that with Rey Mysterio, and it's going to lead to our first match, Seth Rollins versus Aleister Black. If you are thinking, I feel like I've seen this match before, you have. I had to look this up because I feel like I've seen this match so many times. They first fought at March 9th, one-on-one on Raw. Then June 1st, they had another match. So it's like every 2 months or so, they're going to have a singles match. This is not including the tag matches they had multiple times of. Standard Aleister Black, Seth Rollins match. Murphy tries to interfere. He gets fucking kicked. So he's basically just a guy who's getting kicked a lot. Story of this match, Seth Rollins is working on Aleister Black's right arm, just keeps working on it. Finally, he gets to hit the stomp on Aleister Black for the clean victory. After the match, Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy come back, keeps attacking Black after the match, and basically he stomps on his arm on the outside. So I'm assuming it's probably setting up that Aleister Black is going away for a while.
Yeah, I would assume, or he'll be back next week with wrestling like Shelton Benjamin with no signs that he got hurt.
Did you like this?
Yeah, it was the same shit, different day. Here's my big problem. I don't know if you noticed this. So Seth goes to the announce table, and he screams at the announcers, and everybody runs away, but Samoa Joe just doesn't sell. He's just stand. And Samoa Joe is just standing there, and they keep him on camera. He's standing there just looking at Seth destroy Aleister. And Seth is screaming at Aleister, no one's going to save you. No one's here, all this bullshit. And Samoa Joe is just standing there. And I'm like, why the fuck would you show Samoa Joe on camera? When he didn't move, when Seth Rollins, and he didn't move, it's almost like he's saying, fuck you, Seth, make me move. Like they did this in January. But he doesn't do anything. I'm just watching this guy stare. Why did Samoa Joe fucking feel compelled to save, to stand up against Seth Rollins in January But now in July, he's like, oh, I guess I'll just let Seth beat up Aleister Black. It's cool. I don't know.
Yeah. What's Samoa Joe's story right now?
I don't know. I would assume he's still injured, which is why they didn't have him. They literally
So
just had him standing there staring at Seth
he
Rollins.
got injured a while back from filming a commercial for Raw. He was getting put through a table and he got concussed. This is a while back because it was from the AOP who concussed him. That haven't been on TV for a long time. So this is what, like, how long ago was this?
He got concussed. They're making a commercial for USA. That was like right before the Rumble. So he's been out since the Rumble.
Yeah, that's a long time. That's about 6-7 months. So,
and I like him as a commentator. It's just weird. See, don't put him on camera. I wish they shot when you didn't see Samoa Joe just stand there. And if Samoa Joe can't wrestle, then he should go away with the other announcers. Why is he just standing there? And I get he wants to be like, well, I'm still a badass. I'm Samoa Joe. Well, then do something. Don't keep showing this guy who's supposedly a badass. Like when CM Punk was announcing right before he became the best in the world. And Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler are beating each other up. CM Punk walked away. And that's like when he was a main eventer. He just walked away because he knew the story was about Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler. As stupid as that is, as stupid as that sounds, he knows right now the wrestler is Michael Cole. So the focus has to be on him. I don't understand why Samoa. I know it's a little thing, but to me, I kept waiting for Samoa Joe to like grab Seth Rollins.
Maybe that was something that is kind of like a mistake on Samoa Joe's part. You know, maybe he was like, "Oh."
And he's staring at Seth Rollins. It's like,
yeah. Let me ask you a question. Do you think he's still injured, or do you think
I think so because I feel like I think so.
Do you think so? Okay.
Yeah.
The next question I have about this was because this whole time I'm thinking like, where's Humberto Carrillo? But I remember
the other thing. Where's Humberto?
No, remember they put the mask on him and he stomped his face onto the steel steps. So Humberto Carrillo's out. We have no word when. We have. So now Aleister Black's gonna be out too, because based on this storyline, I feel like everyone's out. So that means I'm hoping this means Seth goes into another. I can't see him.
I still think it's gonna be Dominic and Seth.
Oh man, I can't watch any variation of Seth versus Humberto, Seth versus Ray.
Well, he never fought Dominic. Dominic's never wrestled. So.
Yeah, but I just can't see this anymore. I want him to.
We're gonna keep. I think we're gonna keep getting
it. Yeah, all the way to September 2021, probably. Mm-hmm. Anyways, this is bad opening match. Okay. Yeah, we've seen it. We've just seen it so many times. Then we get something that's good. We get MVP Bobby Lashley. They're backstage with Ron Simmons. That's right, Farouk. He's back there. And he's just talking, I don't know, just talking to them about like, yeah, so you guys don't have to do that anymore or whatever. He walks away. Then Truth comes. And MVP is like, hey, man, how about we get the 24/7 champion to come with us to the ring? And R-Truth is like, I don't want to go. And they're like, no, we didn't mean you. We meant the new 24/7 champion. And he's like, what? And they pull out a referee. And then Shelton Benjamin attacks him from behind and wins the 24/7 champion. Your new 24/7 champion, Shelton Benjamin. He goes with MVP and Lashley. And they go into the ring. All three of them, they go to the ring. And they're making fun of Apollo Crews, mentioning their name, the Hurt Business. They called Ricochet and Cedric Alexander Dumb and Dumber. Those two come out. And then they're making fun of the fact that Apollo Crews is not around, but they said it's okay because we got returning Mustafa Ali. What did you think about both these segments? The backstage.
I like that Shelton Benjamin's now with these guys, and I also like the fact that Shelton Benjamin has a title again. That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Even though it's a bullshit title, it still looks good that he's got a title. Yeah.
Ali, what's his name? Mustafa Ali. I'm about to call him Ali Colbert. Mustafa Ali. I guess he's not the hacker.
He's got his name back. I know. Yeah. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. Typical WWE. They just dropped the storyline out of nowhere. They stopped mentioning that hacker on SmackDown. It's been like a month now.
It's been like 2 months. It was right. They mentioned it like a week after Money in the Bank, and then they stopped.
And
maybe he's got COVID. Maybe the hacker has COVID. He can't leave the house.
Maybe. But Mustafa Ali's got his name back, which is really nice. And the fact that he's on SmackDown, I was like, oh, I'll take that. I'll take that right now. And we're gonna go right into our match number 2, which is the Hurt Business. MVP Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin versus Ricochet, Cedric, and Mustafa Ali. This was a fantastic match. This comes in. Wow, this is a very long match. In fact, the 9:00 mark happens midway into this match. Tom Phillips, man, he's a good commentator when you leave where to do it. There's a point where he calls MVP Porter, which I forget, like that was his last name. I haven't heard that name in such a long time. He was keep calling him, but he was like, yeah, calls him Porter. This is a great moment where Bobby Lashley's on the outside, right in front of the announcer's table, and he's got both Cedric and Ricochet in a chokehold, and Mustafa Ali just dives through, hit the ropes, and it hits him with such momentum that like Bobby Lashley goes flying over the announce table. He's done. We get back in the ring. MVP, he's in there with Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali hits the 450 on MVP for the win. The heels, the Hurt Locker, walks to the back, looking at the ring. Yeah, Hurt Business, not the Hurt Locker. Looking at the ring, basically signaling that this is not over. This was a great match. I highly recommend people watch this match.
Really good match. The only thing I have to say, Ricochet and the other guy are terrible on the mic, but it was a really great match. Yeah. Really good way to bring back Mustafa Ali. It was also good to see Shelton Benjamin in an actual competitive match on Raw, bringing down the house. Squats. Mm-hmm. They really need to showcase him more. They really need to give him. They should be giving him. Maybe they can't do the same level as Randy, but he should be getting like the Randy Orton MVP style push too, because he can still fucking go.
Yeah, all 3 of those guys can still go. They're older.
I know, but
yeah,
Shelton is just on another level constantly, and you need to elevate him.
It was interesting watching this. It was like the 3 older guys versus the 3 younger guys.
Yeah, it was really cool. It's like the mid 2000s versus the 2020s.
Yes. Do you want anyone else in this group, or do you just want it to be these 3 guys? The Hurt Business.
Because
I kind of wish they had a young guy in there. You know what I'm saying?
You know who I'd put in, and I'm only because he's such a good athlete, and I think I would have. Oh, but it's gonna hurt the other guy. I would have Montez turn on the other guy and join him with that.
Oh yeah, Montez is really good. By the way, I'm people who are close to me know this, but I'm gonna call it right now. Bianca Belair and Montez Ford, in my opinion, in about 8 years or so, they're gonna be like transcending the business. They're gonna be like fucking Rock level.
There's gonna be no business for them to transcend.
But there might not be any business though. Yeah.
There's not gonna be any. So I say you're wrong. Nothing against them.
Yeah. All right. So Randy Orton cuts a promo on Edge and Big Show. This is whatever, and then we have Farouk chatting in the back with the Viking Raiders. Anything you want to add about those 2 things?
Randy Orton's fucking promo is just fucking blah, 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 blah. I'm done with
this. I was zoning out. I was zoning out of that promo. And Farouk was with the Viking Raiders, but I don't know why Farouk was on the show tonight.
Are they sitting up like Farouk's going to start? I think they might be copying AEW and having some of the older guys manage people. Do you think they're going to have Farouk? I thought when Farouk was talking to MVP and Bobby Lashley, I thought he was telling him he needs to start a new nation domination.
Yeah, but instead
Then he talks to white guys. So it's
yeah, I have no idea what was going on. And then I was like,
they're going to make him a manager, but his mic work was never his strength. It was his toughness and him going. Actually, he was pretty good. He was pretty good as the leader of the nation. He was pretty good.
No,
if they let him. No, when he just went off about white people, it was pretty interesting. If they let him go off like that again, he could be pretty good. Especially with the Black Lives Matter cop thing and stuff.
I don't know if I want to put Farouk as a manager.
But I think if you give him the same talking points he had in the 90s, but you really let him go off, I think he could be good. He was good when he wasn't good as a good guy. He wasn't good in the APA. Bradshaw was but when he was I fucking hate white people, that was good.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
But I don't know if he really I just think they just want to kill all the legends, so they just keep dragging them. You've never had Ric Flair and Farouk on a show in years, and now you drag him during a pandemic. What's next is fucking Is Ricky Steamboat going to be on the show next week?
Maybe they're just sick and tired of paying all these royalty checks.
Scott Hall's going to be there.
Yeah.
They're just going to keep dragging these poor guys into like a murder them.
I just did not know why Farouk was on the show. I just made no sense.
It was weird. I do think they're building towards something.
Yeah. Then you get a Big Show video package, and I thought this was a really good video package. They showed old clips of him.
It just made me regret how I wasted the last 20 years of my life. But
really? That they showed
every time I see Big Show footage, I just think to myself, because I'll recognize some matches and how I was like bored out of my fucking mind watching them. I've been bored more times than I've been entertained by Big Show, and it's just like, God, I've been watching this bullshit.
Yeah. In his video package, they show like old clips of him from WCW with the long hair going up against Hogan. They show him all his incarnations of him in the WWE with choke slams and then the KO punches. I thought it was a very good video package, but WWE always does good video packages. Then you got Christian with Samoa Joe in a Zoom chat. They're talking about Randy Orton. And he's like looking forward to watching Show beat the shit out of him.
I thought this was a very good promo for Christian. I thought this was really good. It really put over that angle from a month ago. And it just showed me you don't need to have these guys in the arena to cut good promos. You don't need you could be doing Zoom calls between all the matches. You don't need to put people like Ric Flair or Farouk at risk, or like Christian cut a better. Christian, I think, cut the best promo of the fucking night.
Yeah, if you watch NXT UK, you can totally tell. You don't need to fucking be there to fucking have promos and stuff.
If you're just having someone like Bianca tonight just cut a promo, and I get that she was in like the back, but I just feel like if she's just gonna cut a promo, just have Samoa Joe talk to her on a Zoom call.
Yeah. Speaking of Bianca Belair, she was up next. Sarah Schreiber is interviewing Belair and asking about EST, and Belair explains what it is. I thought this was a great segment.
That was like the Wildcat thing. People call you the EST. Who calls her that? Nobody calls her that. You guys just made that up. Bianca Belair. Bianca
Belair made that up.
Yeah, but like
from NXT. Yeah.
Was that NXT? Because it was like the Wildcat thing that we make fun of.
No. She was really. She's been the EST of NXT for like a while.
Okay, never mind. I don't watch that show.
Yeah,
I didn't watch back then.
She was called the EST of NXT, and it was kind of like trying to explain what it is. And she explained it. She was like, "I am the fastest. I am the strongest. I am the everything." With EST, and then Peyton Royce comes out with no Billy Kay, and then Ruby Riott comes out, and basically Ruby Riott and Bianca Belair, they shit all over Peyton, and they're gonna lead to our next match number 3, Peyton Royce versus Ruby Riott. If this match seems familiar to you, it's because the last time we saw it was June 29th. Exactly 3 weeks ago, we saw this match. Another repeat match on Raw. Last time Peyton Royce won, and people were surprised at how good she was. If you watch this match, you will once again be surprised at how actually talented Peyton Royce is. But unfortunately, she loses. Ruby Riott hits the right kick for the win. Ruby's, I guess her luck is now changing. This was, when I was thinking about when I was watching this, I was like, Peyton Royce needs to drop Billy Kay. That's all I was thinking after this.
Well, I think Billy Kay might have corona, which is why I think she's already was dropped by
Yes. They didn't mention that, but they mentioned that she's not here. So Billy Kay and Liv Morgan were the two women they mentioned during this backstage.
Yeah, there's no way they just told Billy. They were like, "Oh, take the night off. We just want Naomi." No, I think she's got.
Absolutely not.
There's no way she's got something going on, and they don't want to. It's so funny because like you draw more attention to it by Naomi being alone than as if you just had like no Naomi and had like I don't know Natalia fight. Well, maybe Natalia's not. No, Natalia's in there either.
Natalia hasn't been there in a long time. Yeah. Natalia, Liv Morgan. Have
Street
not
Profits
been
just came back.
Yeah. Street Profits and Belair.
Apollo Crews. His neck.
Apollo Crews is on. Yeah. How long has Natalia been out? She's been out for a while now.
Since the outbreak hit,
Yeah. And how long has Liv Morgan?
Same amount of time. Same amount of time.
Yeah. And Billy Kay's just starting to be out.
But this match was good, and this Ruby Riott showed a lot of fucking personality.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think they're turning a corner with her, and I hope they don't drop it. I like what she
Well, they
showed.
have to. They have nobody else anymore. They have to.
Everyone's dead. So
yeah. I was watching this. Did you think Peyton Royce is like, dude, she needs to drop Billie Kay because Billie Kay is not.
I thought that from the moment Peyton Royce walked on screen. I was like, well, this girl's dragging her down. I thought Peyton Royce is gorgeous. Is pretty good in the ring. She could be a fucking centerpiece. Billie Kay just kind of like takes away from her. Like walking out alone, it was like, oh yeah, this girl just doesn't need anything. But,
yeah.
You know what the problem is though? She's married to the biggest loser on the planet, Sean Spears.
Peyton Royce is married to Sean Spears?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Oh wait, no, I did know that. Yeah, I know why I didn't remember that because I didn't really care about.
Because nobody cares about Sean Spears.
Yeah. It was like, here's the thing with Peyton Royce. I did not know that she was this good, and I think the reason why is because
Billie Kay's not.
Yeah, because she's paired up with somebody who's so bad that you just kind of assume that they're both bad, and that's why I was like, dude, she needs to drop Billie Kay. I'm sorry, but that's just what's gotta happen. If she wants to be taken seriously, that is. If she wants to stay where she is, stay with your friend. I mean, that's all it is. But anyway, interesting match. Then we got Selena Vega's group, which is Selena Vega, Andrade, and Angel Garza. They are talking with Charlie to talk about the Street Profit, and the Street Profits come out and attack them because they have a match next. This is the fourth match of the night. Street Profits versus Selena Vega's group. This is a fantastic match. Montez Ford, there was a point where he looked like he got hurt real bad. And I don't know if he was hurt real bad or if he was just selling. Because even though he looked like he was fucked up, he's the one who hit the finish, which was from the heavens frog splash on Angel Garza. And it was a frog splash that he changed his trajectory and like rotated as he hit. And then afterwards, he's celebrating, standing up on the announce table with the red cups and stuff. I really like this match. The Street Profits win, by the way. They're still tag team champions. What you think?
I mean, I like the finish. I like the frog splash, but I'm just like Andrade, this other guy, have lost so much. I mean, they literally every week there's like 3 seconds where like these guys might be a threat again, and they fucking lose. Mm-hmm. And they just had them. I would have had them win. I would have had them beat the Street Profits. I'm sorry. So I did. While his frog splash was great, I didn't like the finish, so I didn't like the match. I just these guys got to win something. It's fucking ridiculous.
Did you see that moment where Angel Garza drops Montez, and he was really close to Angelo Dawkins, and like it was like right in that corner where he dropped them. And normally when somebody gets dropped and they're like, oh, this will be hurt, they're reaching out for a tag. He never did that. Like he looked like he was out, and then they grabbed him and he put him in like a fucking abdominal stretch, and he looked like he was out of it while he was in the abdominal stretch. Did you notice that?
I did, but I didn't really pay much attention. I wasn't into. I know you like this match. I wasn't into it. I didn't like the finish. I think it's kind of.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's they had these fucking guys beating the shit out of the Viking Raiders every week. I just think this shit's counterproductive. I mean, it's like, what was the point of the last few weeks? It's a non-title too, so that you can have them win and then have Street Profits beat them the next few weeks for the title. Like, what's the point? What's the fucking point? What's the fucking point?
It made the Street Profits look strong.
Who gives a shit? They're building up these guys now. Like, the Street Profits have beaten them a bunch of times.
I think they've lost faith in Selena Vega's group.
Well, then don't have them beat the fucking Viking Raiders like bitches for the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I think they've lost faith in that group even more.
Well, then I don't. Okay, then the Street then you know what? Get the Ricochet and Cedric Alexander and have them fight the Street Profits. I don't know. It's just I have to sit through these fucking matches every week, and then we get to like this is the next step in the storyline, and then these fucking guys just look like idiots again. It's like, well, why am I sitting and watching these dumb fucking matches every week?
My theory on WWE, especially their tag team division, is my theory in their tag team division is that they only push one tag team at a time. So usually when the tag team has a championship belts, everybody else has to be fucking losers. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed that, but they do that a lot. Where it's like always one tag team is ruling and everybody sucks.
But it's like I just wish I don't know. I
No,
know
I agree. It's dumb.
I didn't
It's
like the
dumb.
match. I couldn't get it. I was like, this is fucking. I don't know why I keep watching. And they come out and they cut these two retards come out and cut the same fucking promos every week with Zelina Vega. You are going to win, and then they just fucking lose every week. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
What am I wasting my
This
time? And they always seem to have the longest matches, and it's been like this for 4 fucking months. And it's like, but there's no trajectory with these fucking guys.
Yeah. There was a point right when the beginning of this coronavirus that they were being pushed or they were fighting in the main
with
event
Austin
and Drew
Theory.
McIntyre and everything. Yeah. But that's what I think happened. I think somebody just lost faith in this group and they're like, now you're just gonna fucking we're taking away team members. We're just jobbing you out to everybody. That's why.
Except for the Viking Raiders and Big Show. They beat those guys.
Yeah. Anyway, Selena Vega afterwards match, they're in the back talking, and Selena's mad at them, but Angel Garza and Andrade ensure her that they are now on the same page.
This is the same fucking promo we hear every fucking week. Get on the same page and beat the Street Profits, and let's continue. Come on, this is.
Then we get Bayley and Sasha Banks. They're coming out with all the belts. They got all the belts. That's right. Sasha Banks won the Raw Women's title last night, Extreme Rules. So both women have 2 belts each. And then as they're cutting promo, Asuka and Kyrie comes out with some whatever gibberish. And then they're about to go fight. They're about to go fight when Stephanie McMahon comes out on the Tron. And she goes, Sasha, you technically didn't win the belt, but you also technically didn't lose the belt. So what we'll do is next week, you versus Asuka. And if you lose by countout or DQ, or you'll lose the belt. In fact, if Bayley interferes, you're losing the belt. So that's next week. But we go right into match number 5. Kyrie Sane versus Bayley. By the way, during the middle of this match, they show Shayna Baszler watching in the back, and they interview Shayna Baszler. Hey, Shayna, are you invested in this match? Shayna's cutting a really good promo about how she doesn't have a match again this week and so forth, and she beat everybody. How come she doesn't have a match? And then she's like, and it's a pretty good promo. It's believable until she looks at her, until she turns her body towards I think it was Charlie, and she goes, or Sarah, and she goes, a shark. Can smell something about a shark. Shark knows when a shark smells water. I mean, shells smells blood in the water. It knows it's got prey, and then it just walks. That was that. I didn't understand that fucking shark part. I was like, that's so stupid. You could tell somebody wrote that for her.
Mm-hmm.
But this match is really good. This is back and forth. They hit dueling elbows. Kyrie Sane hits her fucking insane elbow, but Bayley gets out of it, so Bayley hits her fucking elbow. They show Sasha's face at one point where she's got the funniest looking face. It's like fear and worrisomeness. Basically, what ends up happening is Bayley tries to hit the belly, and Kyrie Sane turns it into she reverses it and rolls it up into a pin. Kyrie Sane with the upset victory. This was a fantastic match. I really like this.
Great match. I do think next week Shayna Baszler is going to destroy someone, and they're going to. I think I would do like a 3-way dance between Sasha, Asuka, and Shayna.
Maybe that's what's going to happen.
They already filmed next week's Raw. I think Carrie's on it. And I think Shayna Baszler takes out Kyrie Sane. Yeah.
So part of the news we should talk about is Kyrie Sane is done with WWE. I think tonight tonight's supposed to be her last night, filming everything, and she is going back to Japan because she is married. She just recently got married, and I guess her husband's Japan. So leaving.
She's like, give me the fuck away from this coronavirus.
Yeah. She's making the smartest decision, leaving this country, going to a safer country, I guess you could say. So she's leaving WB on good terms, I'm assuming, and she's going back. She's probably going to go back to Japan as a bigger star, a way bigger star, So that's probably that's a good theory that she probably gets her ass kicked by Shayna Baszler. I am kind of sad that we might not see an Asuka versus Kyrie Sane, because that match would be really good. We're probably never going to see that match. Not in WWE, at least.
No. Yeah, it was good. It was a good match. All right, let's keep moving.
All right. We got Sheriff Schreiber interviewing Drew, and he's gonna make his way to the ring. Drew's out there and he's talking, and then fucking Dolph Ziggler comes out, and Dolph Ziggler's begging for a match. He's like, "Oh, please give me another match." Drew fucking gives him a Glasgow kiss. As he's walking away, Drew's like, "Come on, please give me another match. I need another match." And he goes, "Fine, I'm gonna give you another match because that's what everybody wants. The whole WWE universe wants another match." But Drew's saying, "Just like you, I get to pick a stipulation, and I'm not gonna let you know until that very night." So we're gonna get another Drew versus Seth. I mean, not Drew versus Dolph Ziggler. When is this match taking place? They didn't even tell you.
They announced it in the middle of the Big Show match. It's going to take place next week.
Jeez, man. I don't know.
I mean, this segment made Dolph look so fucking stupid.
Yeah,
I was really interested to see when it started. I was really interested to see where Drew's going to go next. Dolph comes out. Dolph cuts the worst. I mean, it just makes him look so fucking dumb. And we'll see what happens next week. It could be funny next week, but like, it just made him look like a fucking jerk off. I didn't like the segment.
It made him look like such a loser. Like a loser. That's the best way to say it. He's like a fucking loser.
It was like, I don't want to watch this guy again. I didn't like last night's match. Why he looked like such an idiot last night. Why would I want to watch this guy wrestle again? I don't want to see him. I just want him to go away.
Yeah. I mean, you stack the odds so much in your favor and you still lose. Why do I want to watch you in another match again?
Yeah. Well, now where the odds are going to be in Drew's favor. So.
Yeah, that makes no sense whatsoever. We got Big Show cutting a promo on Randy Orton. Talks about him being an old tiger. He's an old tiger, but
oh God,
do what old tigers do. Great. So we get our sixth and final match for tonight: Big Show versus Randy Orton. This is an unsanctioned match, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's because I probably have not seen a Big Show match in a very long time, but I liked this match. I liked Big Show doing all the Big Show things, like fucking grabbing Randy Orton with his fucking, like, just palming his face and picking him up, the fucking chop in the corner, just the slow methodicalness of Big Show. It was very nostalgic. I like that part. Selena Vega's group comes out and they start beating up a Big Show. They're getting ready to fucking get him kicked in the face when the Viking Raiders come out and make the save. And the Viking Raiders and Selena Vega's group, they fight to the bag, probably setting up a feud for themselves. The table has been.
They already had this feud.
I know. It's crazy. But hey, as I mentioned throughout the show, they do repeat matches all the time. At this point, they just gotta wait the 3 weeks. They usually do 3-week minimum. They set up a table in the ring because it's an unsanctioned match, and Big Show puts Randy Orton on the table, and he goes for the Vader bomb. Randy Orton moves, so he Vader bombs himself through the table. He gets hit with an RKO and then a whole bunch of chair shots, like crazy amount of chair shots. Randy Orton hits a draping DDT and an RKO for the win, and after the win, he punts Big Show in the head, signaling that Big Show is now also out of here as well. Like I said, I enjoyed the match because it was nostalgic for me. But did you like this?
No, I didn't like it at all. It was just, I knew exactly what was going to happen, and it happened. And I've seen these guys wrestle a million times, and I would have liked this better on the pay-per-view. I just didn't like ending the show like this. I kind of want things to move forward. We knew he was going to do this Big Show for weeks. Just do it at the pay-per-view. Let's move on. Why? I just want everyone to move forward at this point, and let's get the news.
I feel like this is the end because
next week. I think next week they're going to kick off a new storyline for the girls, Drew, and Randy. But I really just. I mean, you could have this match 2 weeks ago. This isn't drawing in any new viewers. I got news for you. So
I definitely don't think this is drawing in new viewers. I think Big Show is now taking some time off. I think Aleister Black is taking some time off, and Peyton Royce is as well. So
Peyton Royce is taking time off.
Not Peyton Royce. What's her name?
Well, I don't think she had a choice, Billy Kay.
Yeah. So. Some movements, I thought, there was some stupid things in the show, but there was, in my opinion, at least there was 3 good matches, at least 3 of the Hurt Business match, the Street Profits match, and the Kyrie Sane Bailey match. So to me, this was a fun show to watch.
So I've got something to tell you. Let's talk to you about.
Okay.
Real quick. So 6
Breaking
years.
news?
No, just they showed. This was on Red. I thought I'd share it with you. So 6 years ago on the Raw League of SummerSlam, Triple H cut a promo where he's like, "I'm gonna go. Oh, I don't like what the authorities doing. I'm gonna go complain online, and me and my friend Mark are gonna stop watching. If I'm gonna go to Instagram and complain about it." Da-da-da. So back then, the average viewership for Raw was 4.43 million viewers. And the demo was at 3.15. And last week, Raw was at 1.56 million viewers. The demo was at 0.48. So they have been bleeding viewers steadily.
Wait, does the demo is 0.48?
Yeah, for Raw.
Is that higher or lower than AEW?
I think it's higher.
That's higher? Okay.
But, like, you know, they did this dumb they've been doing this dumb shit for a while. Like, you're going to watch anyway, but nobody's watching. And now we're at the point, I'm really curious. I don't think the ratings are going to bounce back when Corona goes away and they can have, like, shows.
Well, I think you misinterpreted that. Triple H wasn't being sarcastic. He was just predicting the future.
He was just,
yeah.
But it's like they had that arrogance when Roman Reigns was being pushed. They're like, don't let it get to you. They're still going to watch. And they would say that on podcasts when people are still, they complain, but they're going to tune in. I didn't watch. Look, I was the person who didn't watch it, who gave up on Raw a while ago. I didn't watch it at all. The main reason I took a show at Caroline's was to not be home to watch Raw because there's no other shows on Mondays back in the day. I'm watching it now because I have nothing left in life, and I'm doing this podcast with you. But I mean, there's just no reason to watch this fucking show. It's horrible.
I think when Triple H, I actually kind of do remember when he made that promo, and
it's on Reddit if you want to watch it later.
Yeah, there were people who said, "Yeah, you'll see it happen." I remember that. I remember people going, "Yeah," and it has.
They lost more than half the viewership because the show is. It always feels like they're like, "Fuck you, we're gonna give you whatever we want. We're gonna do whatever we want." Like it just always feels like they're trying to cater towards Vince and not us. Mm-hmm. And it didn't feel like that when I got back into it in 1998. It didn't feel like that. People talk about the Attitude Era. Felt like they're trying to get me to tune in and stay. And like for years now, it's just felt. I mean, 2014 is unwatchable. Go back and try to watch some of those Raws or SmackDowns. It's on the network. And people go like, oh, trends are different. No, they're not. Back in 2014 isn't some ancient fucking time. Back in 2014, we had smartphones. We had the WWE Network. We had YouTube. We had Instagram. We had podcasts. I listened to fucking Austin every day. We had the Talk is Jericho. We had everything that we have now. Twitter, all that shit. You had GIFs, all the shit we have now. And more people were engaged on the show than they are right now. And it's not just the pandemic, it's the fact that the show is a brutally boring piece of shit.
The show on average is a piece of shit show, yes. And I'm going to be honest with you, my least favorite weekly wrestling shows are Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, me too.
So,
also I don't like AEW Dark. I hate that show.
I love AEW Dark. I can't wait for tomorrow. Oh, I can't
wait for Impact. Impact, tomorrow night, Impact, you have a chance to really keep the momentum going, and I hope you do it. You won the weekend. You beat WWE this weekend with your pay-per-view. Please.
Impact Wrestling, if you guys can just keep it to 3 technical glitches minimum, dude, it'll be forgivable. Just 3. Just keep it to 3 if you guys can.
When I watched that promo, and I'm like, I missed it when I heard about it, but I missed it, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, why would anyone want to keep watching this show? Imagine, like, if fucking, like fucking, I don't know, like, David Letterman walked out, what do you do? Stop watching me? Suck my dick. I would stop watching him. Why would I watch you?
By the way, speaking of Impact, is it okay if we talk about Joey Ryan?
Let's do it tomorrow because I'm hungry. I gotta get food.
Okay, all right.
We'll just do it tomorrow because he.
I said all right. Yeah.
I know you like his dick, but come on.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Guys, listen, that was the Monday Night Report. We will be back tomorrow night. Big night of Impact. The Motor City Machine Guns take on the North. I'm excited.
That's gonna be a good match.
We'll see you tomorrow night. It's gonna be a slamma jammaroonie. We'll see you then.